Good morning, guys. We train Joku, sneaker principal. It's about 6:45 in the morning, Saturday morning, and I know what you're thinking. Why is he up so early on a Saturday? Well, I've been up since about 5 o'clock, and I don't have to be up this early on a Saturday. I never have to be up this early, but however, I am up this early because today I do have an early day. My daughter has a carnival at her school, and so I'm taking her and her brother there. And then also we have a birthday party in the afternoon we have to go to as well. And then I have to stop by the office this morning. I have some things I got to knock out. So they're going to be with me the whole entire day, which I love. But it's going to feel like a regular school day. You know, it's a lot of driving from here to the South Bronx, from the South Bronx to Riverdale, from Riverdale to Stamford, Connecticut. A lot of miles today. But so I'm up this early to kind of get myself together, make this video. And not only make this video, I'm actually trying S-Log on the Sony ZV-E1 for the first time. I did the it wasn't S-Log, C-Log, I think that's what it is for. So S-Log is Sony, C-Log is Canon. I did that with on my Canon camera last night, and it was actually pretty good, trying to expand my technical skills in videography. But yeah, so right now I have to make my coffee, and I want to also get back to talking about why be up so early in the morning. So for years I was the person who, honestly, if I didn't have to be up, I was not going to be up. I was the person that waking up was had to be in alignment with the sun. When the sun was out, that's when I woke up. But during the winters, when you have to be up a certain time to get to work at a certain time and the sun's not up, it was just misery for me. It was just completely miserable. I hated every moment of it. And literally, it would be painful to get up in the morning. That's how it was for years. Even though waking up early is not a new thing for me. You know, in high school I got up early. That between sports and ROTC and everything else that I did, you know, it was normal. College, I opted not to get up early because I didn't have to. And the other thing too, I used to get up early in high school because of the fact that I'm the oldest and I had siblings, and I was part of getting up in the morning, getting them dressed, showered, and stuff like that. But once I got to the point where I didn't have to, I avoided it at all costs, and that became my norm, my standard. You know, you get up, you know, you just don't get up early unless you must unless you must. That changed, I'll be honest with you, with me getting control of my health, specifically my fitness. Those of you who don't know, I used to be 350 pounds. I said 350 pounds, I'm rounding up. It's really like 340, 47 was the max that I ever saw on the scale. But for a long time, I was about 325, you know. Just being over 300 pounds sucks, you know. I'm not body shaming anybody out there. I'm talking about for me. I know all the ailments that I went through, the prickly legs in the morning, the painful knees, the joint pains, going up a flight of stairs and being completely out of breath, the mental and emotional humiliation when traveling, sitting in a airline seat, and the people that you're sitting next to, especially if you're sitting in the middle of the seat, are looking at you with disgust and feeling so uncomfortable because you're spilling into their seats. I would always go for the window seat where I would lean my body in a way where I would just lean against the window so I can minimize how much surface area I was covering. And I remember one time a lady calling the stewardess over in my face Didn't whisper it. She looked over. She called her shoulders over, and then she looked at me and looked at her and said, "Is there any other seats? This is quite uncomfortable." And man, I was in my 30s. I was so humiliated, and I was just like, wow. And I couldn't be mad at her because she paid for a seat. This airline sardine can seats. If you don't fit in that space, you're going to spill over. And but yeah, so losing the weight was a big part of was a huge transformation for me. But part of the process of losing the weight was finding time to work out. Being an educator and being in a realm where I have to be up early and most of the time I'm back home late. When do I get to work out during the day? It was an option for me to be like, okay, after work, let me get my gym bag. And I tried that. It didn't work because I had so much to do. I would have to kind of end my day early to do that. They come back and find work compounded for me because yesterday's work and today's work was all added in there. By the way, creatine. I'm not a medical professional. Do not take this medical advice, but I take creatine every single day. And honestly, between the data out there that shows that creatine has long-term positive effects on the brain, fighting against Alzheimer's and things of that nature. So, and it also has some neurotropic effects for your brain, which is increased performance, but also overall, it does help increase performance in working out in the whole entire body, and giving your muscles a little extra oomph. But it's over time. It's not something you take and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can do this. But then of course, a multivitamin. I do a live ultra multivitamin. I take one every single day. But I want to switch this over. My brother recommended something to me that I want to try. Yes, every morning I do a supplement. And my supplements are very simple: creatine, multivitamin, and I take this depuff, English chamomile, hibiscus, ginger. It's anti-puff skin cure supplement. Listen, you're getting older. You gotta take care of your skin. My favorite saying: we're gonna get old. We're gonna get older, but we don't have to get old. So get up early in the morning happened because the only time that made sense for me to go to the gym that I can control was in the mornings. In the mornings I just have to find a gym that's open early enough. And typically 5:30 ends up being the gyms I could find. Excuse me. So and the good thing about that is, worst case scenario, coming out of work, let's say if I was home by 7:30, 8, long day, exhausted, I can now jump into the shower, unwind, minimize the TV, social media stuff, and just go take my butt to bed. If I'm in bed by let's say 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 7 hours between bedtime and the gym time. So if I get up by 4:30, that's 6.5 hours. I'm not one to sleep a lot. I never have been. So 6.5 hours, I'm up. I go to bed with my gym clothes, get up, put sneakers on, brush my face, brush my teeth, wash my face, not brush my face, wash my face, brush my teeth, head out to the gym. And I always pick gyms that were close enough that I could walk briskly to or drive to, with relative ease. And it just so happened the mornings would made the more sense. And in the beginning it sucked, but what ended up happening is as time went on, my brain started to appreciate getting up early. And it just was like a great way to kick off my day. Especially seen for years, literally getting up in the morning was like, get up, rush to jump in the shower, a rush to get to work, versus waking up in the morning and taking your time to just do something for yourself that belongs to you. going to the gym, walking on a treadmill, lifting some weights, whatever the case was, it helped me reset myself and my body. And I realized, not realized, but just from reading about human evolution, we always went to bed as soon as it got dark. You know, pretty much when darkness came, nothing. We had no power, no nothing. We had wood fire. You know, so we will go to bed relatively early, and we wake up relatively early as well, so we could beat the sun to maximize sunlight. So getting up early is something that your body wants to do. It's your mind and your habits and your own personal discipline that's pushing you against that. So for me, getting up in the morning and has just become part of what I do now. For me to not be up early is because I had a super duper late night. But I'm telling you right now, even the evenings when I'm out with the fellas, you know, and I get home and maybe I might be a little, you know, whatever. I could go to bed at 1:30, 2 o'clock. Ooh, God forbid, 3. I am up at 5. Even if it's just opening my eyes, looking around, my brain just says, wake up. I look around, I be like, what day is this? Oh, I have to go to work. Okay, bam, let's drag myself out of bed at 1 o'clock with an hour of sleep to go to the gym. But even when I go to the gym, it gives me a little something to get through the day. A lot of coffee. Back in the day, I used to do a lot of Red Bull. I don't do it anymore. It's just coffee. And then I just know when I come back, I have to go to bed earlier. It's just the way I function. And if it's a day that I don't have to go anywhere, I will give myself the grace of maybe another hour and a half of sleep, and I will set my alarm for that. Like this whole, like, I wake up and it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't know what that feels like. I've not seen that in years, in many, many years. I remember those days. You wake up, you're like, oh my God, I'm late. You're running around and you're looking at the thing, you overslept by an hour or two. I have no idea what that is. That's not even part of my vocabulary or even my makeup. But waking up early is very, very important. And the other thing too, if waking up early is that the amount of things you can put into your day, you know, is doubled when you wake up early. The fact that, I mean, there are days that I wake up, literally, my body just says wake up. And it's 3:30. And rarely am I like, okay, why am I up? Let me go back to bed. I'll lay there and be like, all right, I'm up. I'll get up, make some coffee, sit around. And I won't lie, maybe I'll put on my phone, watch a video, check my emails. I might get an idea to record a video. I might, you know, definitely go through my day. What do I need to do today? Put on my calendar. And I'm awake. So I'm doing all these things in preparation for my day. So by the time I leave the house, man, by the time I get to the gym, leave the house, my step is different. I'm not walking like, oh my God, it's morning. I'm walking like, okay, I'm ready to jam. Everything that I need to do, I want to do is today. It's already been done. As far as done, it's set in my mind. And only that, the mornings that I get up and I'm talking about early and I say, let me make a video. You know, it might be a short, it might be something like this. It makes me feel great because I know I've done something in addition to the plain mundane. And I'll add this one last thing. There's something to be said about knowing you're doing something uncommon. Because I know all of my colleagues, all of my friends or whoever are still in bed. You know, they're moving around slowly and they're upset with the universe because they have to get up. And me and the universe have been rocking since 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm telling the universe, thank you for the grace of giving me the opportunity to be up. And when I say the universe, I'm talking about God, my creator, because there are people right now who cannot get up. They're done. My father will never see another sunrise, not in this lifetime. And I take that as a major lesson for myself to take advantage of every moment you have. You know, even though he's passed on, there's also other things he wasn't able to do for the balance of his life. Move on his own, go for a walk, go for a walk by himself, stand up and be mobile on his own. These are things that, unfortunately, he wasn't able to do in the last few years. And I keep telling myself, I need to make sure that I'm giving myself the grace and opportunity, and also honoring God by keeping my body, my mind as fit as possible. I can't control what happens internally, but I can control what I do from the outside into it. And that's part of me getting up early, getting my workouts in, figuring my day, maintaining a positive attitude, being a good father, making sure I'm getting fluids in, eating right, but also giving myself the grace of life. Yes, I will have a drink. I will, I will have that bag of chips, sparingly. I will do those things that are pleasurable, but also honoring the fact that this is a gift and time is a gift, and the full function of this and the existence of time is not guaranteed, so you have to maximize it. All right, guys. I'm sipping some coffee here. Have I told you how much I love making my own coffee? The manual way. It's just dope. And let me not forget to complete my supplements this morning. So but yeah, that's it for this morning. Let me get to getting ready to go pick up my kids. And this morning I'm not gonna go to the gym, but I'll do my push-ups, do my crunches, get blood flowing in my body. Today's gonna be a long day. My goal today is to intermittent fast till about 4 or 6 o'clock. I will get fluids in, coffee, water. But I want to give my body, my gut time to kind of rest today. And if I can, I might kick it off into a full 24-hour fast, but I don't know yet. I'll let you know. I'll let you all know next time. But with that being said, cheers. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. All right, peace.